Tuesday morning. It's yeah, first day of the week since it was bank holiday. Yeah, majority of my week will be getting the Amusement Park book finished up. So obviously that's coming out this Friday for us, so we need to get that done. I think about 5 images left to do. Shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully get it done tomorrow. Obviously the smaller tasks such as achievements and stuff be carrying on through the rest of the week. And then just for today, it's gonna be a YouTube video. Obviously normally a Monday task. This is the first day of the week, we're doing it today. And also the giveaway. I had the giveaway over the weekend, and we'll be picking the winners for that on Discord. So yeah, first thing I'm doing today is, as you can see, I'm doing the random name sort of selector for the giveaway. Because I'm not doing it with the normal bot and Discord we do, I have to find a different method. Found this wheel of names, hopefully it works alright. I've gone to put everyone's name who entered into the list. I filtered it A to Z to make sure there's no duplicates, because people could have submitted more than once on this particular occasion, but obviously make sure there's none that hasn't happened. There's 46 entries total, so let's go, see who wins. Just going to pick 5 winners, so hopefully it'll filter out anyone who wins more than once. Oh, there's our first winner, Certain Sprite. Weird sound effects over here. And yeah, can we just hopefully let us spin this again? I mean, I could have taken Certain Sprite out. If he comes up again, I'll just remove him as a winner. Yeah, going to do this 5 times, see what winners we get. There we have it. There's our 5 winners. So yeah, we'll get those keys handed out.
Okay, it is the afternoon. It's snowing outside. I've fed the sea monkeys again. Getting bigger still. I've never seen them get this big, so it's quite exciting. I've got this guy, Hexagrogu. But anyway, I have. Well, I think I'm about finished with the touchscreen controls. So tapping normally works as you'd expect. You can drag around, you can pinch zoom. It's a bad level to do it on, but so now if you press and hold, you get the little circle thing, and it latches onto the hex that you're pressing as well. So if you do it slightly on the edge, yeah, it'll circle the actual hex itself and not where you're touching. So it just to be a bit more clear on what you're actually pressing. Yeah, you do that. I don't know where the bombs are on this level. Yeah, so you do that, and then it marks a bomb. And it's good, it's all working now. Should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and start moving on to controller controls, because there's all of this, and I don't know how any of it works. I need to read up on the Nintendo documentation for it. Yeah, so it is just after 5 now. I still haven't changed the clock. It's been over a week, still haven't changed it. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a rough day, honestly. So most of it I've spent trying to do sort of like financial stuff. So I've done my tax return, and it'll take a couple of days for it to sort of like filter through the system and work out how much I actually owe. But yeah, so it's just been grim going through all the finances and stuff over the past year. But it's done now, it's sorted, and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year now, which is one thing that I learned from last year's. I put it off and put it off and put it off, and it just caused me so much stress. So this year it's all done and dusted. Other than that, I've been on the phone to PayPal as well, because we've been getting some orders for through the website for some merch. We've had like 5 or 6 orders now, which is pretty cool. But the when people pay through PayPal, that goes to our PayPal account, but then the order comes out of our bank account. So sort of like that discrepancy, which I was trying to get fixed, but apparently we're not eligible yet. So that's just one issue. Just gonna have to keep aware of that, I think, and periodically just empty the PayPal account. But yeah, really dull stuff. I'm just hoping tomorrow that we'll be able to properly get started with some programming and start off with controller stuff, I think.
Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee. It's Music Wednesday.
Music Wednesday.
Next week, we'll actually be able to do Music Wednesday properly.
I know, first time in months.
Oh, exciting, exciting.
Did I mention that? Next week we're looking at moving back in the office. Because lockdown restrictions are finally lifting a little bit in the UK, so back in the office from next week, which will be great.
Yeah, it'd be nice to actually I feel like we're both more productive when we're both in the office, right? So
yeah,
it'd just be nice to see another human, to be honest. What are you doing anywhere today?
Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're just gonna stand up. For me, it's going to be a lot of colouring pixels. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I feel for the pack, with it being bank holiday and stuff. I missed out a couple of days, so there's still 5 images to find and put in game. That's the main priority, getting them in game. And if I get that done in a short time, I'll get the I'll move on to doing the achievements, because it is the Wednesday before release. It is usually when we do the humans, but obviously can't do that without the images. So step 1 to finding those pictures and getting them in colour pixels. What about you?
Yeah, so this morning I've just been, I fixed a quick bug with colouring pixels that someone pointed out, and we did a quick build for that. But other than that, I'm going to be working on hexceed stuff, trying to get controllers to work. And I have no idea how I'm going to do it at all. I don't know how the Nintendo input stuff works. I don't know if we're like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
As you can see here, we now have all 20 images in game. They're all working. A lot of them are up to standard as well. Just quickly been correcting some of the images. There were some small changes to make some of these. And now I'm back onto this one, which is the Ferris wheel. And you see I've drew some lines on here. Mainly what we're doing now, at least what I'm doing, is cleaning up the image. I went around this little white strip, make sure that's all fully attached, because I noticed there was some bits where the white was missing. And these legs, they're quite, if you look here, quite not very straight. So I've drew these lines over on a different layer, and I'm going over and just make sure we get these as straight as possible, just so the image is up to quality and at a standard that we want. So yeah, going ahead and doing this, and we'll see how we get on.
Yes, it's the end of the day now. I haven't recorded any updates, mainly just because it's been really slow progress today. So lots of Switch development. Mainly the problem I've been having is actually just getting the game to recognise any input from the controllers. I do have it working now, so the only thing I've got working is this little analog stick. Just left and right, everything works. And then if you're in a level, if you're in a level, it moves around as well. But yeah, just getting that to work has been just an awful process, really. So the input system that we were using for rebindable keys, that basically doesn't work with the Switch stuff at the moment. It works for the Pro Controller, but we need it to work with everything else. So all this rebindable key stuff doesn't work with it. So what I basically have to do is go with Nintendo's own API stuff. So I'm just having to basically hard code it unique for Switch. So it means that PC won't have controller support when all this is done. Which kind of sucks. We might revisit it one day, but the priority at the moment is just to get it working for Switch. But yeah, it's just been a whole process. There's basically had to switch back to the old input system before the rebindable keys to see if that worked. So it was supposed to work, and then that didn't work. So yeah, it's just been slow going. But yeah, we've got a little bit there.
Miso's interested because I've got the camera out. Oh yeah. Finished with the Ferris wheel for now. I put it into game. It still needs testing fully, which do tomorrow. Going to be fully testing all the images tomorrow. But as you see here, I'm moving on to doing the achievements. So I've got the first one. It was a bit of a challenge because the word's so large. But I'll squeeze it in there. And yeah, I'm going to go on and make all the other 20 images into achievements and get them uploaded before I finish my shift today.
Yeah, so it's Thursday. We're just on a stand up. The Colour Pixels book is pretty much ready. I'm just going to be doing the final touches, which is mainly just going through all the images and double checking they're all good. There's no minor issues on any of them, hopefully. If there are, obviously get those corrected for the final build. There's also the announcements to be made, but that's a small task. Get a nice GIF. That takes a little bit of time, but get the announcements ready to go out tomorrow as well. Should be pretty straightforward. What about yourself, Rob?
Yeah, so today I'll be continuing on with the Switch controller stuff. I brought in my Switch from home with some games. I'm just going to have a look and see how they do a lot of the UI, things like that, because I can't remember really what's expected. So, I'm just going to take some notes from some of the menus and stuff that I've got, then try and implement some more stuff. Hopefully get some buttons working instead of just the one analog stick. That would be nice. But we'll see. We'll get there. Got blurry again. Hey, no.
Yeah, so just at my lunch, I've just been playing some games on the Switch, just looking through the menus and seeing how other like popular Nintendo titles have managed a lot of the UI and sort of like navigating around the game, just to see how they've done it. One thing that I've noticed is that a lot of games label like which buttons to press. Like you can see like clearly all of the buttons that you need to press to navigate through the menu. And also this map is something that we're probably going to try and replicate with hexceed. So we're thinking of having this like cursor that lets you select which hexes that you want to press. This is an example of a good way of doing it. So you've got this little cursor that moves around with the analog stick. You can't go past the edges and stuff, which is fine. I think we should be able to implement this. But then the nice thing about this is if you zoom in, it then centers the cursor in the center of the screen, and the screen moves around as you move around the analog stick. And then if you get to an edge, then it sort of like moves a little bit out of center, and it moves back when you go back to normal. So we're going to try and replicate this, I think. I don't know how, but we'll try and find a way. Hey, so some progress. So I've just been trying to get this little dot in the middle of the screen to work with hovering over, and you can see it's like as the dot hovers over a hex, then it pops up a little bit. I just want to make sure that it's still working with touchscreen, just as expected as well, so that behaves completely independently, which is good. I think the next step is going to be tying some of these button presses to actual interactions with the hexes now.
Cheers, I'll start recording. Misa comes to say hi. Okay. But yeah, it's 3:30 now, I'll come up to 3:30. And everything for the amusement park pack is done. So all the posts are scheduled for tomorrow, just after 8 PM. As well as that, the pack's been fully tested as well. So all the images have been tested. Happy with all that. And yeah, pack's ready to go. So obviously still time left on my shift. I'm going to move on to starting the hexceed DLC. Because the sooner we get that done, the sooner we get the store page out. So that's what I'm going to be heading on to now.
Hey, more things are coming together. So this little dot that you can move around the screen, hovering is working for that. And now if you press A and B, you can press. You can complete the hexes. It's a little bit twitchy at the moment, so we're gonna have to play around with that. But at least you can complete levels now, which is really good. Mandatory. See monkeys up there.
Yeah, it's 5:30 now, and yeah, calling it a day. So you see, I've got the first 5 levels in game, and yeah, the whole point of 5 levels is to get 5 different screenshots for the store page. And there's level 1. I mean, it matched the world. Just a bit of fun. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there for now, and then tomorrow I'll be getting the screenshots and doing everything else that goes along with doing the store page.
Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee.
Got that Friday energy, have you?
I'm knackered.
We had Friday, we just had our stand-up. It's release day as well, so it's exciting. We just got some finished touches to do to the Golden Pixels DLC. I made a small change this morning. One came tested if I found an issue with the last picture, so that's been fixed. That's going to get pushed out.
That'll be what I'll be doing first thing this morning, is just doing the build and getting that out in the public.
Yeah, but that's literally all that's left to do for that, other than making it live tonight. So that's good. And then I'll just be carrying on from yesterday, so getting that hexceed store page out. Obviously I'll include like, getting the assets stuff for the store page and the screenshots and whatnot. But shouldn't take too long, so once that's all tied away, I'll be going back on to making more levels, just getting a good foot start on the a good head start on the
A foot start.
on the world, yeah.
Great.
What were you Rob? What you got on?
Yeah, so above the Golden Pixels build, I'm gonna straight away do a hexceed build, which I'm sure there'll be trouble with since I started doing this Netflix stuff. Nintendo's, we're doing great this morning. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some problems there, but I'll just have to fix them. That's so you can take the screenshots, and I'll be back on controller, Joy-Con input stuff.
Yeah,
I think, there's quite a few things to do.
So it's just past lunchtime now. I've just set the store page off for review, so that's pretty good timing. Hopefully get done over the weekend and we can launch it on Monday. The screenshots are done as well, so Rob's got the first 5 levels in game. Gone ahead and got screenshots of those, and they're all on the store page as well. So now they're good to go. I'm going to go back on doing level building and just get another dent into this, so there's less to do over next week.
Yeah, it took me quite a while to sort out those builds fully. There were a lot of errors. Just sort of having to peel out all of the Switch stuff I'd done for Windows and Mac builds, because you can't have Switch stuff on Mac and you can't Mac stuff on Switch and whatnot. But yeah, it took me a few hours to fix, but it's all good now, I think. And Lee's got the update. So I've just been working on making this controlling a bit better. So as you can see, I'm moving this dot around just like I was before. But now if you hover over a hex, it sort of snaps to it. Actually feels quite nice because you can just like move between hexes just with a little tap of the controller. I can like hold and control it a bit faster if you want to travel some distance. But yeah, I think it's quite good. It feels quite nice to use. Hey, so I made more progress now. So the little dot now is now centered in the screen. It's a bit of a faff to do that because before the dot was actually like a UI element. And now it's an object that moves around in the space, so it's a bit of a faff to get that working, but it works better for the camera now. So now the camera follows the dot, which is good. It sort of centers it in the middle of the screen, and then if you go to the bounds, it sort of like moves out to the side a bit, which is kind of what we're looking for. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to achieve this week. Honestly, I perhaps wanted to give the dot a bit more artwork to it, maybe an animation, but unfortunately there's a couple of bugs with it. So if I press A and B with the mouse, it sometimes like flicks the camera. Yeah, see that little glitch there. Yeah, so that's happening, and also for some reason it sometimes messes up with the touch controls. Yeah, see, I'm like tapping the screen there and it's pressing there, not where my finger's pressing. So at some point along the road I've broken that and I don't know how. Yeah, so I'm going to have a quick look at that now, but it'll probably be a Monday or Tuesday job now to try and get this all finished off.
It's the weekend.
It is.
Your last day working from home as well.
Oh, I know.
There'll be no more miso.
I know, but can't wait to be back in the office. You'll get used to it.
But it's been an alright week, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Got the Amusement Park DLC ready to go.
Yeah.
And we'll be launching that tonight, which will be last week for people watching the video.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. It looks quite good. Kim's had a lot of fun with it, so.
Yeah, good comments. So hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. So link will be in the description if you haven't already checked it out. Have a look. That's available now. That was most of my week.
Made start on the hexceed next hexceed DLC though.
Yeah, that's right. Just been doing that today, a little bit yesterday. The store page is sent off for approval, so hopefully that'll come back over the weekend, and then we can make that live on Monday potentially. Because it comes back on the weekend. But yeah, just level building, trying to keep it a bit more interesting. Obviously got a nice little design for the world to fit in with the name of the world this time, and just in case of making the world, it's a bit more interesting. Had the idea of adding more of the gate tiles, because one, we don't use that often, and two, it's got a lock symbol on it, so lock and key. Maybe it's a loose fit.
Actually, I quite like that. Yeah, I've made some good headway on the Switch stuff. Look, it like moves around and stuff, and you can like actually complete levels now, and you can press start to go back to the main menu, and we're getting there. Yeah, surprised with the progress I managed to make this week on that. I was expecting more trouble with it, to be honest. So hopefully next week we can get close to it. I don't want to commit to anything. Yeah, I haven't done anything else though. That's just been me. I just been doing builds as well, but.
Yeah, got a new Patreon this week as well, so still thank you very much to everyone who's checking this out. Yeah, thank everyone who's being Patreons, everyone who's watching the video. It means a lot. More than we expected. Thank you very much.
Do you want a hexceed or Color and Pixels mug?
Buy now.
But buy now. Go to our website. But I was just like looking around. There must be other merch here. We've got this, but you can't buy these.
You do realise you could just put your hand up and I could edit it.